Okay, so this is Sarah. She's our MVP mom of 2022 because she had two daughters get married here in 22. So since you're here today, I wanted to ask you a couple questions. After Abby and Kate's weddings, just kind of looking back on that, what was maybe one of the top things that was so, important or stuck out to you? And then maybe just give us kind of a quick idea on how their weddings were so different.
Okay. So I think for me, probably coming in and getting the venue on Friday and getting everything kind of situated. And for a type A mom like me, I just knew that everything was settled. But we had the rehearsal dinners here. Once we came, we didn't really leave. So I think for me that having it the whole weekend and then being able to clean up on Sunday and just wrap it up. I mean, Saturday morning I was drinking coffee before both weddings, so that was a good day. As far as Abby and Brock got married in the pavilion,
Right.
and that was amazing. It sprinkled, it didn't bother a thing. Middle of July, and everybody was fine. Right. We kind of moved out to the back area for their cocktail hour, and that spread people out a little bit. And then for Kate and Zane's, it was December 10th, but they were still able to get outside and take pictures, come back in, and we still had a very large crowd and everybody fit. And I think that's what I was the most worried about is how's everybody going to fit in here? And it was, it was perfect.
With Kate's wedding inside and the reception inside, and we moved things around, flipped it during cocktail hour. Something I was impressed with Kate and Zane with that day is like they walked clear around the lake, and they really got some really nice portraits out of it. So those I loved. But were you happy with the way everything turned out for both of the girls?
Yes. Actually, after Abby's in July, I was kind of wishing Kate's was like the next weekend. It was so much fun that I was geared up. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I have Sarah and Carson here. They're pretty famous. They're the faces on the homepage. So I joke with people a lot of times that I encourage them to book at a lower guest count, and then we just see what happens and we can move that up. So I use you guys as an example quite a bit because you booked for 75 and then pretty much had capacity level. Yeah. So what did you think about having that many people in the venue though for the wedding night?
We absolutely loved it. We knew we wanted to probably have a decently large wedding. Yeah. So I think we ended up inviting 350 people. Yeah. And so we just got fortunate that many people wanted to come. And so about 300 ended up coming. Yeah. And
fortunate. We were not expecting maybe to be at capacity.
Yeah. But you had a lot of friends.
We have, and the key to that is a seating chart for sure. Yeah. Like you have to tell people where to go, and we tried to make it easy to where the rowdy tables were upstairs and the calmer tables were downstairs, and everybody just kind of flowed pretty easily.
And that's something we say, like seating chart's optional until you get to about that capacity level, and then it's like you need to have one. That's It helps so much. I know I also talk a lot about you all having the dueling pianos for the reception entertainment, which was super fun. So just tell us a little bit about that.
We actually have gone and seen them 2 other times since our wedding because we love them so much. So we went with Warlow Entertainment, and we had an absolute blast. We both really loved the Penguin, which was in Columbia. It was a piano bar there, and is there no longer because of COVID. But we knew that we wanted live music, and we knew we wanted something that was sing-along songs. And so we found them from a mutual friend, and we loved it every
I feel like you always remember different weddings by like one thing that happens at and our wedding is the piano wedding.
It's the one thing.
For sure.
It's definitely the one thing. Yes.
I think everyone at one point just flooded to the dance floor, and we had the whole
huge. I think we were moving some tables even because we got everybody on the dance floor,
and they held people there.
They did.
The dance floor was packed the entire night because it was all sing-alongs. You weren't everybody loves live music anyway, but it was nice to have them. They know enough to control kind of if everybody was excited, they were going to keep playing upbeat, fast songs. If everybody needed a break, they could play a little bit slower song.
Yeah.
They took requests. It was great.
It was great. It was great. I guess maybe just my last question, what about Emerson Fields, what drew you to this place, to having your wedding here out of all the places in Columbia, Macon, all the surrounding area?
I'll go first on that. You, Amelia. Seriously.
Stop.
I feel like from the very beginning, she was very transparent. We wanted a big wedding. So you told us, you said, listen, you're going to need a seating chart. We loved having the transparency there. We almost had guidance because otherwise we would have probably had a lot of errors along the way if we didn't have a venue that was very supportive in our decisions and able to help us navigate that, since you had seen so many weddings. So that, and then something I always talk about is a lot of our friends got nickeled and dimed with every single thing that they wanted to rent. If they wanted extra tables, it was extra. If they wanted to have an outdoor wedding venue, it was extra. Tablecloths were extra. Nice chairs were extra. And so price-wise, we ended up crunching the numbers, and I had a pretty set budget. And it was incredible comparing it to my girlfriends that went to other venues, because it was one solid price that we could budget from the very beginning, and then that was it. So I think we always talk about, just from a budget standpoint, it was the best decision we could have had. Yeah.
I think it was also nice stress-wise, because, I wasn't all that stressed. But stress-wise, having the venue for multiple days, like having a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday to clean up, just... we never really felt rushed or crunched. We could get in here early and kind of work at our own pace. We did our rehearsal dinner here, so everybody could, leave their stuff here overnight. And just like little things like that made us not have to hustle anywhere. Reduce some stress, and you guys have a great place to actually have the wedding. So we didn't, we could have the wedding here. It was all here. It was great. Made it easy.
Your all's rehearsal dinner was really nice. You guys did a lot of toasts and things on Friday night. And I think more people should do that, because it's a little more intimate, and you can share a little more, I think, when it's a smaller group. I like that you guys did that. So, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.